Hi, and you're now with the Forerunner Chronicles. All right, everybody. Right now, we have a very important interview that you're going to want to share with everybody that you know. Not only on the internet, I mean everybody that you know. Because right now, we have a guest, and he's not on camera with me because the information that he's going to share with us is of an extremely sensitive nature. He's had high clearance in the military, and he's heard some information that he wants everybody out there to know because he, like myself, has a burden for you to know the truth. Anyhow, right now with us we have Captain Uriah. Captain Uriah?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being with us today. Can you tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself, you know, your experience in the military, and just let it rip?
Sure, I can. I grew up basically as an all-American young man, played sports, played football, joined the military, went to college, went back into the military, came out, served in business, served in corporate America, went back into the military, was a student for many years of secret societies and the occult, which I just found fascinating, but never really correlated it to our world. It was just more of a hobby and something for me to study.
All right, great. Now, when we were driving from the airport, you were sharing with me some information in relationship to 9/11. And, well, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'd rather you talk about it. Can you just kind of jump in if you remember what we were talking about?
Yes. The information on 9/11. Well, I was back in the military and I was serving under the main headquarters in Kuwait. And I had gotten called back into the military, and it was because of 9/11. And I was extremely upset. I was upset that we had let terrorism get to the point where people were able to hijack some airplanes and
Right.
to crash them into buildings.
Right.
And so I was doing all I could do to support the team that I worked with, which consisted of other military branches and countries of different levels and different ranks, including CIA and FBI liaisons and other intelligence offices from different countries.
Now, when you said different countries like what countries?
We had some from England.
Okay.
And we also had a few officers came in from Israel, and a couple that weren't identified.
Okay. Okay, you go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. Well, on one occasion there was a meeting, and I was asked to attend the meeting, more or less to just to hold some papers and a computer. I probably was not authorized to be in this meeting. However, the individual that was sick. And so we sat down, and this is where I started to realize that some of the things that I thought were a little bit different.
Now,
and we had intelligence officers from the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army, and also the CIA.
Now, I remember you saying that you were just in a room just filled with generals. And am I right?
That is correct.
Right. Can you just kind of paint that?
Many generals and many colonels and a bunch of captains.
Okay. I just wanted you to kind of paint that picture.
And then, so I was pretty excited about being there. And the Air Force liaison officer got up and spoke about 9/11.
Right.
And basically stated that it was the official opinion of Air Force intelligence that there was some government knowledge into the events that surrounded 9/11, and that would be the official stance. And that kind of shook me a little bit to the core, that we would know that, and then we also that the Air Force would make it official, at least at this meeting. I'm sure that wasn't public.
So at this meeting, they were basically, everybody was basically getting their story straight. Am I correct?
That is correct.
So the Air Force was saying that the government had some involvement in the whole 9/11 tragedy.
That is correct. They basically stated that if you look at it, it's no denying that there was some government involvement.
Okay.
But then they had the representative from the U.S. Army The representative of the U.S. Army agreed with their findings, but more or less stated that he felt, and his office felt, that it went much deeper than that, and that there was he pointed more or less that there's more knowledge that the CIA knows about what is going on, and that there's some proof that they were involved in the planning and so forth of what transpired.
Wow. And what was said by the other individuals in the meeting when that statement was brought forward? Did they?
Well, you could hear a pin drop.
I could imagine.
Initially, I know that I got pretty scared and was wondering, why I was sitting in this meeting, and I knew I shouldn't have been in this meeting at that point. But very shortly thereafter, it just became okay. Well, this is the road we're going to take. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to move on.
Wow. All right, we're listening. Go forward.
So anyway, when the meeting concluded, I immediately at that point just ran back to my supervisor's office, I won't give his rank or anything, and placed his laptop and coffee and so forth, and ran back to my computer, hoping that there would be no one that would look at the list of names on there and see that I had attended this meeting.
Because if they closely observed that list and they realized that there was an individual in that meeting, which was yourself at that time, that did not have the necessary clearance.
Exactly.
That you could be in.
That is correct. I did not have the level of clearance for that meeting because I was substituting for somebody who did, and the person who had me substitute assumed I did have the proper clearance.
But evidently they did look at that list.
Yes, they did look at that list. I was sent on a few missions. Thereafter, I was basically a desk job, and I had been sent into Iraq shortly after and given some missions and some roads that I was to travel. And I veered into different locations and took alternate travel arrangements, and there were some accidents and some occurrences that happened on those thoroughfares.
Now, I just wanted you to kind of reiterate what you just said, because you kind of said it quickly, and I wanted everybody out there to understand that previous to that meeting, you were just doing a desk job. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Now, after this meeting, you were being sent on different errands. Am I correct?
That is correct.
In the field.
Into the field and into hostile territory.
Into hostile territory. So you went from a desk job after that meeting into going directly into hostile, maybe gun battles at that.
That is correct. I never got into a gun battle myself, but there were gun battles around me.
Right. So you like I said, you were sent into hostile territory.
Yes, sir.
From a desk job.
From a desk job.
After the meeting.
After the meeting.
Okay.